Well, we're trying it in the dark. This trail is very hard to see. It's very hard to see the signs in the dark, in the daylight, let alone in the dark. But I'm not far from the road. I can see the road signs. And there's a water cache up there. I swore I wasn't gonna get up in the dark, but couldn't lay there any longer. So there's some water in for sure like 8 or 9 miles, and maybe there's some water at like 6 or 7 miles. And then there's another cache box today, so that's pretty good. Hey, I can actually see in the camera better than I can in real life. I can see this sign up ahead. I'm kind of scared to go out into the desert not being able to see. I suppose I can always just sit down and wait. I am so grateful for these clouds. If it wasn't for these clouds, I don't know if I could do this. It was so hot last night. I could barely like get anywhere near my sleeping bag until like just before it was time to get up. And then I could sort of tolerate it, but I was still like overheated. And today it's really nice and cool. It's been like, you know how it's a cool morning usually in the desert? It's been like that all morning. So it feels pretty good. Still not very late in the morning, but it's holding on. And it's more cloudy than it was when I woke up, so that's great. I just looked, there's only 50 miles to go. 50 miles. I'm gonna make it. That is the biggest one I've ever seen. Oh, it's fast too. Well, I got a little water here to drink, and then I refilled my bottle. I think I have as much water as I can carry, and the next usable water source for me is in 20 miles. I mean, there's one like in 6 miles, but you know, how much more water can I get if I'm already pretty full here? So let's hope it works out. 20 miles. I won't get it done today, so that means the whole rest of the day, it's like noon now, and maybe I can stop in 6 miles and squeeze a little more in. But yeah, noon now till 6 or so. So I'm kind of off the trail. I'll have to figure out. I think I see a sign way over there. So that turned out to be a really great spot. The lake was the little pond was so picturesque, and the water came out of a hose and was clean, and I put some aquamira in it. I didn't need to filter it. I don't even know if I needed to do that. I think it comes out of that black thing. I think that's a well. But back to the trail. I got everything's like filled up all the way. So I can, it started to get kind of hot. The sun came out for a little bit there. So I can swelter a little bit and camp and make it to the next water, which I'm not sure. It was 20 miles a while back. So it's probably like 15 now or 14. Trying to go cross country to get back to the trail. Can you see the footprints? I think those are the footprints of the calendar year Triple Crown fastest known time guy who signed the register at the last water cache I was at. He's probably already finished. They're chasing me. Weird. Well, here's my bed for the night. I think that's Big Hatchet Mountain over there. So that's my view. Although you don't see anything when you're sleeping. And I'm right next to a little wash. I got this scratchy bush here for in case any wind. It was blowing from the east. So hopefully that'll help. And otherwise, it's pretty nondescript around here. Well, it got dark pretty quickly. It's about 7:30. I got into my campsite at about 6:30 or 6:15. And I'm 30.8 miles from the border. I'm 20 miles approximately from the big tree. Maybe I'll camp there, and that'll give me, a reasonable day for my last day, reasonable length day. I don't know where Tony is, but I presume he left Santa Barbara today, and that he will be in the area, in the vicinity of Lordsburg tomorrow. And then on my last day, he should be driving down to the border. Hopefully he can make it. Hopefully I can make it too. And I tried using my Zolio to text him, but he's probably driving. So I turned it off. But I might turn it on again later and see if he answered. I just asked him if everything was okay. The worst case scenario is if something goes wrong and he can't make it and I have to somehow hike back. I'm like so ready to be done and to be clean and to not be in the desert anymore and to not be hiking so many miles every day. So the idea of having to hike out, I think I might be coming up to a highway tomorrow. Maybe that's as far as I would have to hike out, but I hope I don't have to. And that would be the worst case scenario, is that I have to maybe even hike all the way back to Hachita or something. I passed that like in the middle of the day today. I really wouldn't want to do all of that all over again. But I'm going to hope that everything works out and that he can drive to the border, or if he can't get all the way to the border for some reason, he can, try to hike in and meet me or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow I just got to focus on one more full day of hiking. I don't have to do as many miles as I did today. I did almost 28 miles. I really wanted to not have to do this anymore. This hiking starting in the dark and hiking until like 6:15, 6:30. And, the last 2 days will be not quite so arduous. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure the CDT will stick some gigantic mountain in the way and make it a really tough day tomorrow. Or maybe the last day. But for now, everything's good.